Hi folks, as I said on other videos that I'm looking to try and use technology in a different way to try and set up a device where it will self-charge, and I know that's the holy grail of technology. So something that I just want to show you which is interesting, which I came across an inventor called Lloyd Stovall, and I end up talking to Lloyd about certain projects that he's doing and something that he shared with me which is quite interesting, which I want to share with you. This here is a bog standard solar panel. Okay, it's 20 watts, 5 volts, and I think it's about probably, I don't know, 2 amps of current. And what we know about solar panels is that we need sunshine. This is what we're told. We need sunshine, and when the sun goes on the panel charges the batteries and it stores the power, and then when night time comes around, obviously there's no sun, so the solar panels are sitting there not doing anything until the next day. Now, living in Ireland, obviously we don't get the weather like California or Florida or Spain, so our sun hours are very limited. So with winter coming in, we only have a couple of hours of sun before it starts getting dark again, and the solar panels are just sitting there not doing anything until the next day. Now, if you think about a solar panel, how they're made, you know, when they come out of the factory, you don't get the chap taking the actual solar panel up off the production line and going outside of the factory and leaning it against the wall and waiting for the sun to come up, and then when the sun shines on it and he has a tester on it, he goes, yeah, that works. That wouldn't be practical in any manufacturing process to do that. So how do the solar panel manufacturers test their panels in a way that it's efficient? Well, what they use is fake sun. They have lights, which obviously the panels, I'm guessing, but the panels will go across, go on a conveyor belt, and there'll be a fake light above it, and it will tell them straight away whether the panel's working or not, and that would be more efficient to do that. So if that's the case, that means that if we could do the same with a solar panel, and we could put fake sun on the solar panel 24/7, that means that we would have power 24/7 regardless of the sun. Okay, so what I have here is my mobile phone, and I don't know whether you can see it there. It says stopped charging 11 hours 54, so it stopped charging. Okay, so it's not charging at the moment because we've no daylight. Now if I was to put that up to the window and face it to the sun, it would charge, but the fact I don't have it near the sun, my phone won't charge. So what if I use some fake light to do the job to get my phone charging? So you've probably seen these in the shops. If you go into Choice, you can buy these, and all they are just an LED light that you flick on like that. Just a light, that's all, nothing special. It's just a bog standard LED light powered by 3 AAA batteries. But here's the thing, if I switch it on and I put it over the solar panel, my phone is now charging. If I take it off, my phone stops charging. If I put it back on, my phone starts charging. So you have to get it in the right position there. There you go. So it's in the right position. So the point with this, anyway, is that if you line up the LED lights and fit the lights, so you have to judge the height and everything else with the panel for it to work. And there's, here in my office, there's a bit of shading going on, so there's a few issues with the panel. If I had it where I had proper lights on it with no shade or shadows on it, it'd work fine. But the point is that if I was to build a box and put that solar panel in there, and I was to put that light above it and switch it on, I would be able to get power from that to actually power my phone 24/7 without having to go near the sun at all. Now, what Lloyd Stovall did was he's got 7 kilowatts of power with his panels, and I'm going to put up a photo and a picture of what Lloyd did. He has one solar panel outside which charges a battery, and that battery then is used for charging LED lights. And then because the voltage on the LED lights, I think they're 5 volts or 12 volts, the current is minimal. I think it's 1 amp or something. It's nothing. But he powers the LED lights on top of his panels, and he can generate up to 7 kilowatts. Now, he's also got a grid tie inverter, which means that he's plugged into the grid and he can sell that energy back to the electricity company. So not only is he saving on his energy by doing what he's doing, but he's actually making money by selling it back to the energy company. And it's very, very interesting. So I'm going to be looking at putting a project together where I'm going to be using LED lights and a number of solar panels, and I have to do the calculations and the maths to work it out to make sure that all my calculations are right. And the plan will be for a little black box, or a little box I'll have, will be to hopefully be able to charge itself, where you will not need to have plug in to charge your phone or plug in to run a router or something like that. This is going to be on a very small scale. It's not going to be on a big scale. It's just proof of concept. I know Lloyd is doing it on a massive level, but I just want to make a little box that does it so I can show people that it can be done. So the best way to try it is to go and give it a go. So that's what I'm going to be doing, okay? But you guys can experiment. This solar panel I got off AliExpress for a few quid, okay? This you get in choice at any cheapy shop, okay? So just switch it on. You just have to get the right height for it. Go down a bit. There you go. And it's charging now. So the best way to experiment is to give it a go and see what happens. So I hope you found this interesting. But if you have solar panels and you want to have more power, but power that's going to be given to you 24/7, not just because you're waiting on the sun to come up. As soon as the sun goes down, you're not getting any power. This way you're getting power 24/7, and you can have as many solar panels as you want and as many LEDs as you want, and you'll have just increase your power. So it's very interesting. As I said, I'll put a link in the in my comments page to Lloyd Stovall's website, so you can see the work that he's doing. And you know, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, click, and all that jazz. But hopefully when I have something together again, I'll do a video and show it to you. Cheers.